how to use cash flow statement for strategy formulation and implementation. So remember friends, as I always say, knowledge that cannot be put to use is of no use. Knowing what is cash flow statement is not good enough. What is important is how to use the information given in the cash flow statement for the purpose of decision making and for the purpose of strategy formulation and strategy implementation. If I have to put it in the simple words or simplest words, I would say to understand how to how to use the cash flow statement for the purpose of strategy formulation and strategy implementation, what we need to understand is how should the cash be utilized in a business or how the cash is utilized in the business. If we understand this, I am sure we would be able to use the cash flow statement for the purpose of strategy formulation and also for the purpose of strategy implementation. So if I can share it with you, I would say how the cash is used in the business in India we are talking about. And why we are talking in India, because the first item that we have is only in India and not in the rest of the world. Meaning what? Meaning depending on the size of your profit, 2% of the average profit of the last 3 years computed as per section 198 of the Companies Act will need to be spent by the company on the CSR activities. That means 2% of the profit, average profit, has to be consumed and used. So that is number one. This is where a business will have to spend money. In any case, they have no choice. Which is the first priority for any business to use the cash that it has generated. And I'm talking about more the cash that it has generated from its operations, which is the topmost priority. And the topmost priority is repayment of debt. Obviously, as a business, you have taken loan in the past. So जो भी आपने profit generate किया है in your business, the first thing that you need to do is use that profit for repaying the debt that you have taken in the past. Which is the next priority? The next is augmentation of working capital. You are a running business. You are a growing business. You are an expanding business. You are in business for infinity. And therefore, since the size of your business is increasing, the working capital requirement also are increasing of your business. So what you need to do, which is your second priority for the purpose of using the cash that you have generated from your operations, and that is augmentation of working capital. तो आपकी कैपेसिटी डबल हो गई. इसका मतलब आपका जो इन्वेंट्री में जो साइज़ है वो भी डबल नहीं होना चाहिए, पर वो साइज़ बड़ा तो होगा. आपके रिसीवर्स भी बढ़ेंगे, डबल नहीं होने चाहिए बट रिसीवर्स तो आपके बढ़ेंगे. सो सेकेंड इज augmentation of working capital. Third is maintenance capex. Remember, you are a running company. As a running business, there are certain plant and machinery which keep getting worn out from year to year. Obviously, those those plant and machinery that get worn out will need to be replaced from time to time. Otherwise, your operations would be hampered. And therefore, the third priority that a business has to focus on in using the cash that it has generated from the operations is the maintenance capex. Fourth is organic growth opportunities. तो आपने जो कैश जनरेट किया, डेट का रिपेमेंट हो गया, वर्किंग कैपिटल का ऑगमेंटेशन हो गया, और मेंटेनेंस के लिए जो आपको पैसा चाहिए था, जो कैपेक्स करना था, वो भी आपने कर दिया. Still you have some money left in your hands. Now where do you use that money? You use that money for organic growth opportunity. कैपेसिटी एक्सपेंशन करना है, डाइवर्सिफिकेशन करना है, मॉडर्नाइजेशन करना है, डी बॉटलनेकिंग करना है of your operations. Use the cash that you have generated from your operations for organic growth opportunities. not only you spend money for the organic growth opportunities, please remember you are in business for infinity. You are not in a business for 1 year or 2 year or 3 year. You are in business for infinity, and therefore you would always like to grow by leaps and bounds. तो जो भी ऑर्गेनिक अपॉर्चुनिटीज आपके पास में हो सकती थी, आपने उनको टैप किया. नाउ यू विल ऑल्सो लुक फॉर द इनऑर्गेनिक ग्रोथ अपॉर्चुनिटीज. And why inorganic growth opportunities? Because inorganic growth opportunities have a one major advantage, and that advantage is there is no gestation period. आपने एक कंपनी को आज खरीदा, कल से वो कंपनी आपकी कंपनी हो गई, उस कंपनी की कैपेसिटी आपकी कैपेसिटी हो गई, उस कंपनी का डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन नेटवर्क आपकी कंपनी का हो गया, उस कंपनी के आईपीआर आपकी कंपनी के हो गए. सो the fifth item, or the item of priority or strategy for a business, is to spend money, cash on the inorganic growth opportunities. Strategic investment. So not only you do the inorganic growth, but sometimes you may like to invest money in your suppliers. You may like to buy a controlling stake, not controlling stake, but you may like to buy acquire a strategic stake, so that you are able to influence the operating policies of that company, which are to your advantage. So sixth is strategic investment. Seventh is other investment opportunities. अब भी आपके पास में कैश बचा है तो कहीं और भी इन्वेस्ट कर सकते हैं. मेरे ख्याल से और दुनिया के बहुत सारे बिजनेसमैन के ख्याल से, अगर एक कंपनी को ग्रोथ अपॉर्चुनिटीज़ हैं, it is better for that company to pay the dividend after everything else is taken care of. तो ये सब करने के बाद में अगर आपके पास में अभी भी पैसा बचता है, पे इट एज डिविडेंड. और अभी भी पैसा बचता है, यूज इट फॉर द पर्पज ऑफ बायबैक of shares of the company. So friends, this is how a company can use the cash flow statement not only for the purpose of formulation of a strategy, but also for the purpose of implementation of that strategy.